Don't worry, people. You're gonna find out in a couple of seconds why I chose this in the first place. Let's see. I also wanted to test something out too while I'm at it. As soon as I find a match, the review will start. But not in the way that you think.
I just hope I don't have to fight with that smiling robot.
You ready for this dance?
I'm just kidding. He's fine.
I knew.
Everyone's fine.
It's time to impress.
They can craft ally banners? Since when?
This is your champion.
Alright, any minute now.
Boy, looky here. I've mastered the jump.
I'm Jump Master. All right, if you insist.
Approximate delay. Okay. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to my channel review. I don't know. Normally I would just do stuff on the fly and not even worry about this type of detail whatsoever because but I felt like I was going to be heavily changing my content a little bit. We'll just have it on here because I kind of want to time make this quick, about 10 minutes. So let's see. Cause I actually put a description this time, and this one's a little bit different this time. So, going to be making 3 comic reviews, and the reason is going to be 3 comic reviews because these are based on 3 type of artists that I have met in the past. 2 of them I've known on DeviantArt for some years. One I've known for like over 11 to 12 years almost. One maybe like 3, and the other one less than a year, I would say. Yeah, about a less than a year, but it was still important. Then I'm making these reviews because I feel like I'll get my money's worth. Because the thing is that I don't really, well, at least out of the 2 out of the 3, I don't plan on buying their content anymore after this. Like, that's probably it. Like, if I want any more content from these particular people, and I probably should start dropping names too, so I'll try not to be so vague about it. Let's see, because this first comic is called Boundless, Chapter 1, made by Vanessa, Leroy, John Knight, and Nexik, and stuff like that. I met that guy on Instagram one time, and let's see. It was alright. He seemed to enjoy the fan art that I was giving him, but apparently I gave him too much fan art for some reason, and then he blocked me. And that was it. And while I could have easily just went to a different profile, not said anything, at least according to his book, he has a Facebook. But honestly, I just didn't feel like it at the time. But I still felt compelled to get his book. Now, I kind of regret not getting a different chapter of said book because we're talking about a prologue. A prologue might have a pretty slow start, but I'm gonna assume that's as good as it gets, really. Because truth be told, because a prologue should be able to entice a person to keep on going, right? And even if I was blocked by this person, and may not have the best opinion of him, at least you know it's not a well, will it still be a biased opinion? I mean, I don't think it will. I mean, I'm going to treat it like any other comic. Sorta. But it'll be a fair review, because it'll be compared to 2 other comics, actually, you see. So I'll be able to compare and contrast all 3, but each comic will get their own separate videos, what will happen. just to make things fair. So if I see things that look off and I look at the other people and say, oh, okay, so if they're doing it, or if 2 out of 3 doing it, maybe it's not that bad. If the other comics are doing it. But to give you a short rundown, like I get a little demonstration about each comic. Like this Boundless Chapter 1, I would say the art's a little unusual. Like it has a weird case of I'm drawing, but I'm drawing outside. I'm coloring outside the lines, and that's like maybe the first thing you might notice. You might not notice it from the picture, like the cover art. Now the art actually looks like how it should be, even though it's kind of small and hard to tell unless you have a magnifying glass. But well, you just don't notice that the lines are coming off the. You don't notice the coloring is coming off the lines, and that's just the important thing. Alright, let's see. Second comic, let's see. Now, I put down Mesa Christian Dubarry, but I know him as Zay Arts. What's the actual number? Zay Arts 21. Who does have a DeviantArt, and who does have an Instagram and a Facebook, and stuff like that. I've known them for a bit longer compared to, them. And I've been following them for a while. They had a little contest, and Zay Arts, to my understanding, was those type of people who was visibly concerned about, not getting enough attention and trying to figure out where on earth am I going to get this attention. This is ridiculous. It's like, I have all these people, but no one's really ever giving me, talking to me or something like that. I feel isolated. I mean, believe me, I know the feeling when it comes to DeviantArt, where you try to talk to people and you're advertising your content, but and I don't know how much work he puts into actually talking to said people, whether he's making content and advertising it right then and there, or that sort of thing, or just dropping content and expecting it to just get views because, well, surely I hit a niche, by the way. And all these people do follow a niche of black characters, by the way. I mean, Nexik and this Boundless is, I think, was like illustrated. I mean, it was made by multiple people, but I just know it was a white guy who was like in charge of like everything, as far as I'm concerned. At least the illustration part, the book says so. But Zay Arts, as far as I'm concerned, did everything on his own. Let's see. Oh wait, no, there's actually some people too. No, let's see. Michael Christian. He did the wait, Supreme K. Alright, so there was a couple people who work on this Iron Infinity, and we're gonna call it Chapter 1 because a funny issue about this comic is that it has no page numbers. Now, it may not seem like much to other people, but it's actually kind of annoying, by the way. And I've talked to him in the past. He don't got page numbers on his other comics that are labeled as Iron Infinity. To my understanding, the last time I was able to talk to him before he blocked me because he had an issue on the Instagram about me asking him to follow him in exchange for more fan art and stuff like that. Like, sure, I was already making it before he followed me, but I don't know, maybe the comment just upsetting him or something. And let me just go ahead and throw it out right now. Sure, you could block anyone for any reason whatsoever. You don't really have to justify for anybody or something like that. Just like how I don't need to justify why I still bought the comic in the first place. I mean, he seemed pretty professional about, talking to me and sending emails to give me a little preview before I got it. A pretty substantial review of 20 pages and stuff like that. And then he was offering it to everybody. It wasn't a personal thing. He offered it to everybody. And the last but not least, the Tornado Alley Night of the Whereby Rape, made by Arie More. Now, for those who have been paying attention to some of my videos, particularly the Stickman Epic 2s, you've seen this name show up a couple of times before. Well, you've seen the character's name, Menasha, before. But I don't think you guys knew who Arie Monroe was. She was the one that I had known for at least 12 years and going. I've been following her for so very long, and there has definitely been a lot of videos, at least when it comes to unboxing her content and stuff, which, I really did like. And funny enough, I think I only really started buying her content after she blocked me. Because, as I said before, You don't need to justify a reason to blocking somebody. You can just do it just for the sake of doing it. But for some reason, I just kept on... Well, supporting is a strong word, I would say. Because not everything I got from her was legitimate, by the way. Some of it was just taking a couple of images and just making my own stuff. Because there was a lot of me... It just wasn't me, like... Because I didn't feel like waiting all the time. There sure was a lot of wait when it came to her. I get it. When you're a person who's, like, just... busy and stuff like that, I get it. You just kind of take stuff into your own hands. I mean, I thank the DeviantArt community for helping making fan art for the character and commission and having cheap commission 10 years ago. Like, very cheap condition. Nickels and quarters of worth of commissions and art trades and stuff like that. And of course, there's been a couple of issues here and there. And nowadays, it comes down to me making the fan art. And also me using AI to take care of my art. But all of these will be harshly reviewed because I find that entertaining. I feel like I'll get the most out of come actually review it. Because I've actually reviewed the Tornado Art comic multiple times. So she'll be the last one to be reviewed. The Balance will be first. Iron Infinity will be reviewed second. And it's a pain in the ass to do Iron Infinity, by the way. And Tornado Alley will be reviewed lastly. Maybe getting one of the harshest ones because, oh, and let's see, 14 seconds left. There's a lot of issues in this comic, actually. Like, it takes a while to figure it out, but it's a... And I'll give you a hint. It has something to do with her hair. I don't think she has any idea how to draw this character's hair whatsoever. Sure, I'm looking at it and stuff like that, but it's just like mirror issues. I mean, this little update channel thing should ending right now, but I thought it'd be fun to just get one more rage quit in. I mean, if it counts as a quit, honestly. Oh well. I'm just glad the I'm just also glad that we have a game that's, you know, properly punishing people for leaving a ranked match. Like, we honestly couldn't have that in Street Fighter and Tekken or something like that, but that's, you know, that sort of thing is safe for a different time. And maybe at some point I'll play this game, but I mean, I have Realm Royale for a reason. But those are my updates. We'll be doing some comic reviews. I will probably actually be using a different program to do said comic reviews because I'm going to do a little bit of visuals. I'm really tired of this game giving me the jump lead.
I make it look easy, but I'm still the champ. Follow me.
Oh look, still 10 minutes. That's great. It still gives me 10 minutes. Just a fair and balanced punishment system for leaving rank. And I don't think I can go in any other game mode too because of that. Abandoning the game or going AFK ruins the match for your teammate. Yeah, okay. It's locked. Lock. Ooh, bird matches. That wouldn't actually work, would it? At least 29 players. Running gun duos. Didn't know that. I mean, I don't really have that many friends to do something like that, and honestly, this game is way too, whatchamacallit, way too thirsty to be doing something like that. Anyway, aside from the this game punishing me proper like it should be, Apex is alright. It's just very sweaty. I'd rather play a more chill game like Realm Royale. But that's kind of it for the review. If anyone wants to have any questions or something like that, you know, I greatly appreciate the questions or criticisms and stuff like that. Oh, and I probably will have a fourth comic on the table, because for anyone saying that want to go along the lines of you think you can do better or something like that, I have a comic too. I think I made two of them. I made the second one by accident, if that makes any sense. And the first one I had before, you know, it ain't action oriented, it's just slice of life or something like that. I don't even think the first one didn't have any like dialogue or nothing, just pictures that all come together in a certain way. So that'll be there, and you can criticize it as much as you want to. That'll probably come possibly after the Tornado Alley comic, by the way. As a recap, Boundless Chapter 1 by Nexik. But if you're trying to find this individual, well, you'll have to look up boundlessmanga.com, really. I mean, I would have put the URLs in there, but tell you what, I'll be generous and put the URLs, or at least the usernames. I think I can still type it in there. Because only 2 out of the 3 are actually very difficult to find, by the way. Well, no, 1 out of 3. Boundless Manga, yeah, boundlessmega.com is where I would suggest you going. That's the first one. Boundless Mega. I'll probably have the information posted on my comments, just to save me some time, because I really can't find my cell phone right now at the moment. Iron Infinity, with a weird-ass name like that. I'm actually shaking this thing, because there's a sticker in here somewhere. A couple of stickers. Now I can't find the sticker. Nah, it probably doesn't matter. Again, the person's, let's just say username for right now is Zayarts21. He has a couple of things, but looks like Iron Infinity is a hashtag on Instagram. I think he's more active on Instagram, I believe. DeviantArt is a bit more depressing for him, so I wouldn't go there. Because again, that's where you'll find all his posts and rants if you want a good laugh. And you can find Arie Monroe in the ariemonroeart.com, or you can type in the word Menasha. Again, I'll have all this extra little content. I'll have these extra little stuff posted on the in the comments, because I don't expect too many people to see this thing whatsoever. As far as you're concerned, it's a passion project. None of these videos will be monetized whatsoever. And if anyone has a problem with the videos, we were showing images that can be found online, by the way. I just want to preface that, because one person's comic is vastly more open compared to the other one. Like, vastly. There's a big difference. I think it's, well, not saying, I know it's the Tornado Alley comic that's 90% of the comic is already free online. At that point, you're just doing it purely for support, which I didn't know, by the way, because I got it mine really early. Boundless Manga, you can get about maybe 6 pages before you have to pay. And special condition with Iron Infinity, where you have to talk to the creator, and he might slip you 20 free pages. Which is actually kind of funny, because again, there are no page numbers on here. Well, it's been 20 minutes. See you next time, people.